Hello and welcome. Welcome back or welcome anew. My name is Ryan, and as you can see, this is Dwarf Fortress. Now, this game has been around since 1997, I think. But not this version. This version is a brand new version for Steam. It's been released about a month or so ago. I've never actually played the original. I'm I have started a world already. I decided that I'm leaning towards showcasing a little bit of this, and if it gets any traction, if enough people watch, then I might turn it into a Let's Play series. We'll have to wait and see. So, expect mistakes, expect silliness, expect cursing, expect not optimized gameplay. Expect a bit of a noob, an experienced noob. So I've just gone and started a new world with all the basic parameters that come with this version of the game. And what you can see here is that basically all of the legend and myths around this world that's been created is populating there in the background. We can't actually move around in the background or anything, but the empires are rising and falling and things are being destroyed, invaded, and all sorts of madness is going on. Apparently, you can actually go and do stuff on this map eventually. Okay, I'm gonna click play now, and this is part of the world creation process. So it's a random map every time. It takes a bit of time. I'll probably fast forward this bit. Now, depending on how your machine, that might take longer or shorter. Adventure mode is coming soon to this version. Legends I've never gone into, I'm not even going to bother about that, but we're going to start a fortress. So now, even though it's just past 100 years, it's now going to pass another 2 weeks. Don't ask me why, just the way it works. I'm going to skip the tutorial, and yeah, okay, that's all good and well. Now, the first thing I like to do is find who I'm going to be descending from. Now, the population you can see there, this one is 2,700. This one is only 4. I don't think we want to start with them. We're not going to get many migrants. This is the highest population, and that's the next highest population. Now, the next thing I'm going to look at is the climate. So we've got a single pole world here where we have freezing at the top and equator at the bottom. So this is basically half the world to the equator. I have no experience in freezing or hot biomes, so I'm going to try and aim for warm to hot. Now, I think I'm going to go with the contested arch. Maybe. Now, let's look for embark locations. Now, this, you can leave it at 4 or move it down. I put it at 3 to give me some wiggle room. I'm not very experienced with this, as I might have already said, so one thing I know I want is a flockstone layer. I want a river. I'm gonna want sand. I'm gonna want iron. Now, all of the rest of it, not that bothered. Now, it's gonna scan through the whole world within chunk by chunk. And basically, in the green here, you can highlight any potential site that would work. Now, I already know I kind of want to settle in somewhere like thick maybe wilderness, maybe calm, but a thick forested tile anyway. So there's lots of trees to cut down, maybe with a mountain on the side. I mean, I'm already seeing potential, maybe not quite. But this has little soil, shallow clay, light aquifer. Not so keen on aquifers. I should have actually told it, don't look at aquifers, maybe. What about this side? This has got untamed wilds. Its nearest site are elves. They're like half a day's travel east, so that's this one over here. See that? It's hot, warm to hot. It's a shame you can't really look closer. We can have a look at the elevation, and that's very high, and there's some sheer cliffs going on there. Not quite what I want. This has no aquifer. It has iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, flux, stone, layer, tin, lead, platinum. It's hot. I don't know if that matters so much, really. We don't want scorching. I think that might matter a lot. We want to be close to our buddies. I know that much. No, that area doesn't have... I want vegetation as well. Let's have a think. This has got a river. Shallow clay, very deep soil. You don't have to go with these squares, by the way. You see, I could go with... Now, I'm going to stick with the default embark here. Just because I've been warned that your machine might just completely crash. Now, what's the... Vegetation, none. There's no vegetation, no trees, no nothing there. And no trees in the mountain either. So let me go back to this a second. Light aquifer. Oh, there's a light aquifer there. No light aquifer there. It's nice to get a bit of a... There's a light aquifer around a lot of that, actually. It's nice to get a bit of variety in the location. Not essential. I like to have options. I mean, that's got a combination. I don't like the aquifer. But yeah, this green could be better, I think. You see, this would give us, if we went here, some mountain, some river, some tundra, and a fair bit of thick vegetation, heavily forested. We'll have some aquifer in the south. We'll have no aquifer in the north, so we can get through the north. In the north, we have the river, which we want, and we have soil, lots of soil in the towards the south. Now, I'm going to risk this, and I'm just going to see what we've got. Now, I might have to be restarting the video, but see. You are selected an area with a light aquifer. Water might need to be pumped out or carried away. That's fine. Now, the reason I'm restarting is because the last time I didn't prepare carefully. I didn't know what I was doing. Now I've got an idea. So, okay, with the skills, we want a miner. I'm going to take a competent miner. We want a planter. Planter. Now, one thing I did want to look at, 544 points, okay. So if we were to take a mason, mason. Does that... No, it doesn't actually touch our points. That's interesting. Okay, not bad at all. What else can we take? A woodcrafter. We'd like a woodcrafter. I'm thinking just for the beginning of this. Well, actually, I don't think it's a woodcrafter that we need. It's a carpenter. Okay, I'm really surprised that's not taken from our points, actually. So we got all these skills that we can actually assign. So there's different categories here. So the crucial ones are actually pretty crucial. I could start with the gem cutter. That would be pretty awesome. Stone cutter would be pretty awesome as well. A butcher. We need someone who's good with animals. Animals are not on there. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to bore you to tears. I'll come back when I'm done with this screen and I'll explain what I've done here. Okay, then that took me way longer than I care to admit. But let's go through our miner, our dwarves. So the first one's a miner. He's a proficient miner. He is an adequate furnace operator, and for some reason, he also is a novice fisher dwarf. Now, probably not going to be used to fishing, but I couldn't really think of what else to give him. Now, he's also an adequate axe dwarf. And that's about it. Now, I'm a noob. I'm going to make mistakes here. So feel free to hit me up in the comments if you think I've made a mistake and you know the game. Anyway, so the next guy is a farmer. Well, he's a novice fisher dwarf, but he's a competent planter. And I'm wondering if I should make him a skilled planter. But then we might need fish. They'll gain skills quickly. Anyway, labor, he's also a herbalist, a competent herbalist. He's also a novice milker, a novice animal trainer, and a novice animal caretaker. So he's definitely a farmer. Definitely. Anyway, the next guy is, hold on, let's go back, make sure there's nothing in combat. No, he's got nothing in combat. I don't think he's got any other skills either. No, he doesn't. So that's Tob. Id is our stoneworker, and Id is a competent mason who also dabbles in stone cutting, competent stone cutter, competent stone carver, and a novice engraver. I don't think he does any of the labor stuff. No. He is not an axe dwarf or any other thing, and he doesn't really have any other skills there. So now we're on to Unyul. I'm not sure with how to pronounce the fodder. He's a novice woodcutter, a competent carpenter. We don't really an adequate woodcrafter as well. I don't know if I should be changing that and that around. Yeah, maybe an adequate woodcutter, a competent carpenter. Yeah, this guy's going to do a lot of our wood kind of stuff. He's also going to do a bit of tanning and leather working on the side if the need arises. He's also a novice axe dwarf. One of the militia. He doesn't really have any other skills. So now we're on to the second guy who's called a farmer. I don't know if that's the right word. He's a skilled brewer. So we're going to need to be making alcohol. It's a staple. He's a competent cook. He's an animals dissector. Competent one. So yeah, as you can see, he's going to be doing a lot of our cooking and brewing. No other skills there at all. So now we're on to Faff. Embarcation, the woodcutter. He's another woodcutter. I have to give these guys nicknames. He's a competent woodcutter. He's our main go-to woodcutting guy. But when he's not woodcutting, he's a competent axe dwarf who also happens to be an adequate organizer, a novice leader, and a novice tactician. So he's going to be our squad leader, I would imagine. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing here, so this is just guesswork. Anyway, we've got a gem cutter. Why? Because we will be cutting gems. But he's also mainly a persuader, a negotiator, adequate persuader, competent note negotiator, and adequate judge of intent. He's also got a bit of, he's a novice flatterer. Yes, he does flattery as well. So this guy is going to be our trade guy. He's going to make the gems, cut the gems, and he's going to tell the trade caravan exactly how good the gems are because he cut them himself. And he's going to have that knowing nod, and you know the kind of dwarf I mean. And that's the lineup for our dwarves. Now, on to items. This is the basic stuff they give you. I'm not going to mess with it, but I am going to put in a couple of battle axes, a few picks. It's got meat, it's got cavefish, willows, splints. Okay, that's cool. Now, what else might we need? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go straight for now. I might have to pause this and figure it out. Newb here. Ah, that explains why I couldn't find any animals, because they're in all of a tab all of their own. Right, yes. We're gonna want definitely some animals. Now, turkey, I believe, give leather as well as eggs. So we're gonna get 4 of them. In fact, do I want more? That'll do. Llama. It's the llama's ass. Oh, they're very expensive. I can't afford them. Geese are very cheap. Yeah, we're gonna take some geese. Yep. In fact, I'm gonna take another, just so we've got a bit of genetic diversity. There, 6 hens, 2 gobblers, 5 geese, 2 ganders, 6 geese, 2 ganders. I'm gonna make it. As you can imagine here, I'm looking at taking animals some of the way. Roosters and hens. Well, I got geese and I got ganders, and do I bother? Let's see what else we got. I want lambs and ewes and ram. Wow, they're expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I worried about that. And cats and dogs are really good to have. So we're gonna take a couple of dogs and hold on. No, we don't want the same gender. We want pairs if we can. War dog. Okay, 1 dog. We can actually get hunting dogs so we don't have to train them up, but they are expensive. 1 dog female. 2 dogs female? No, let's not. Cat. Female cat, male cat. One minute. Okay, I think I like this. 1 cat, 1 male cat, 2 females, 1 male dog, 2 females, 3 ewes and a ram, 6 geese, 2 gun. No, it's the other way around. I need 6 gander. No, I'm right. 2 gander and 6 goose. That's right. Yeah. 6 hens and 2 gobblers. Right. Yeah, that's a lot of animals. I hope I'm making the right choice by by doing animals. I just think it's a way of making food, leather, wool. I don't know if feathers are a thing. Maybe I should just be investing entirely in turkeys for the points in it. Hold on, I'm actually gonna go and check. I don't. This is my first proper embark. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So apparently the backpacks are a way for squads and squad members to eat on the go. Not something I'm worried about at this point in time. We do have some buckets. We do. I don't know what to get. I'm sure an experienced player out there somewhere is screaming at me, get this, get that, get this, get that. I mean, I could get another cage. Well, I'm gonna get some bump helmet spawn. Do I want bump helmets themselves? Bump helmets themselves are more expensive. Bump helmets are used for food and brewing. That's why I'm getting them. 30. I could get another battle axe. And that leaves me 10. I could possibly get another cat. It'd have to be a cat. Yeah, let's get another cat. I like cats. And they keep your stockpiles clean. I mean, do I really even need cats? I could get rid of the cats and hopefully a trader will bring cats. I mean, even if we just had 2 cats, 21 points. Now we're looking at more dogs. And dogs can be trained for war and hunting. I'm surprised they didn't call the female dog a bitch. They've got most of the other male names correct. Anyway, sorry, female and male names, what I meant to say. 16, we got 5. No, I just put all them in. I don't want to take any more out. I say we put more plump helmet spawn. There we go. So we're going with 2 gobblers, 2 turkey gobblers, 6 turkey hens, 6 geese, 2 gander, 1 ram, 3 ewes, 1 dog, 3 bitches, 1 male cat, and 1 tom and 1 queen, to use their exact names. And yeah, we're gonna take the basic stuff, but more seeds, more tools, and a copper cage. And yeah, we went through the doors already. Right. Fortress name. The decisive mechanisms. An image of a giant lion. Yeah, you know what? That will do. Problems? Save profile. We're gonna call it Lion 1. Let's go, go, go. The moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, Dwarven Outpost, you have arrived. A Dwarven Outpost, you have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the foreboding wilderness and beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Archensfrud. There's almost no supplies left, but with the stout labour comes subsistence. Whether by bolt, plough or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it's spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings. Here, the Jaegers are hungry. The new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Bear home, Earthworlds, strike the earth. Okay. Pause. Right, where are we first? It's a long way down. Silty loam, and then we have trees. We have more trees. We have more trees. More trees all the way up, and loads and loads of trees. That's good. Now this area up here doesn't have any trees. It's a different biome. Okay. Now F1 brings us to us, and we are there. Okay. Always good to get an idea of your surroundings before you start. Now, that gives us some options. I mean, I might start digging in the mountainside about here. Well, actually, we got options. We got loads of options. Here's not a bad place. We could get started. We want it at least 3 wide. A nice opening for our trade post. Okay, but it's worth noting that this is a thing. This area could be potentially turned into an animal pasture. We'd have to remove all the access down and up to other places. But that looks like a good place, actually. A really good place. It's always good, again, to check your surroundings and make a plan. So that's that. Now, there's not much you can do about your aquifer layer until you get and what different stones you have until you go looking. Unfortunately, you're just never going to know what's down there until you get there. So yeah, okay. I think using this as a main entrance is a plan for the time being. Basically, and I'm not going to go ahead and I'm just going to mark out what I'm thinking. We want to have a long killing corridor with a ballista kind of an area down there. I've seen this on another video and I thought it was a great idea. It's something I want to have a go at myself. So it would be something like this, I guess. Now there'd be a bridge across here that would... M is the hotkey for mine, of course it is. There would be a bridge kind of like across here. And another one there. leading to the chamber down, basically. Or actually, that would be the trade caravan. So, and then the chamber down to the rest of the mine would be somewhere about there. At the moment, we don't have time for all of that. So, what I'm going to do now is set a high priority command. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space with this before I start going down into the main body. Now, I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if we've got the right aquifer, not aquifer, what's the word? I don't even know if we're in the right spot, really. It could be that I should do stairs here. It could be the case that we don't have access to the flux layer that we need. That would be really bad. So it's a good idea to make a nice deep shaft. This is going to be the main portion of the base, I'd say. So then this can go like that. Now, most people should go now and grab an axe and start making for that entrance. We'll also stick some wood to be chopped. Now, you can leave the... Did that? No, wrong thing. That one, please. Or L for lumber. Let's just grab the closest bits of wood. Not even. Like, that'll do. That'll do for now. For now, it's fine. Yeah, we'll probably have an excess out this way for the dwarfs out this way. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's an area that's going to need to be feng shuied a bit. In good time, in good time. I'm actually going to go and set the work priorities. Don't show again. Labor, that's the one I'm looking for. Don't show again. Right, miners. I can't even remember who I gave my skills to now. Woodcutters, you're a woodcutter, you're a woodcutter. You can do that. We haven't got any hunters at the moment. Planters. You're the competent planter. Fisher dwarves. Nobody does that. Not at the moment anyway. Gatherer, that's you. Stonecutter, that's you. Engraver, that's you. Haulers, everyone can do. Orderlies, everyone can do. Right, for now, we just need to add a woodworking. We'll call it. Woodworking. Selected do this. You're a woodworking guy. Yeah, that's too many miners. We'll take you off. Right, I think for now that should be alright. Now everyone should get a pick or an axe and go and do stuff. Now there are going to be people standing around, I guess. Are there anyone? Yeah, you have no job. Let me go back to labor. Gatherers. No, anyone can do the gathering. I don't know what's affected by that, so as in if someone's not got a high skill, I'm not sure if they're gathering whether like do they mess it up or what's the crack. And that is G. G for gathering. Doesn't seem to be what's going on? Yeah, the game seems a bit slower with the recording. That's not great. Not gonna lie. Anyway, away we go. Where did you mine out? Did I tell you to mine out all of that? Must have done. Oh well. Whatever. I'm not gonna. Oh, pants. Now everyone's collecting. Now one thing I like about Brimworld, for example, is the system's a little bit more complex, and you really can only select to do this. Right now, go back to what you're doing. And our farmer there, you can also do that. Right, now we're already heading off into the depths. I just want to make sure that we've got a flux layer and not a microline. That's good sign. Claystone, that's a good sign. Yeah, I think we have a jet wall. Wow. Kayla line. Chalk. Yep. I'm expecting to hit a limestone layer at some point. Okay, this is definitely a viable tile. That's great news. There's no aquifer up here. That's great news. We need a storage space. We need a storage space now. This is I would call it emergency. Okay, so I cancelled the job downstairs and I've set a high priority mining job up here. Specifically because we need a big stockpile, and well, even when this becomes a trade area, we can still utilize this area as a trade stockpile. So yeah, that's what's happening now. Just accept that. Now we're going to set this to everything except for wood and stone. We don't want any time wasted moving any of that right now. Everything else can come in. But that'll give the guys who aren't mining something to do. Okay, that's that area done. So I'm going to go back down now and have a look what's down here. We have gypsum, chalk. Now, maybe doing some work on this level is actually a good idea because whoops, I've gone back to the top. Because it is kind of like the last layer here. We've got access down here to potential grazing land. It's got a brook. Brook's not great, although we might be able to use that. I thought that was a river. I wonder if brooks can be used for water wheels. I'll have to look for that. But anyway, then we go into the depths. Like this area is definitely going to be for farms. Which means this layer I'm just gonna give me a second, I'm gonna think. Okay, before I make any hard and fast decisions, I've decided to just start mining out some of these cavernous area, these underground areas that I'm considering using. Reason being is just to give me an idea of what is where. Now, everyone is hauling. Nobody is mining by the looks of it, which is not great. So we're going to go into the labor screen again. What's the shortcut for that? Why? Our miner is going to be a dedicated miner. And well, yeah, if this guy is not mining, he's doing stonework, so that's going to be, they're going to be our dedicated guys for this. I'm just going to see what's here, get a bit of an idea, what we're looking at in the immediate area. I'm already thinking I'm going to use this layer here. Silty clay, that's good farming land. I don't think we need much farming land. Sand, that's good later. And we're onto cavern floor there. Micro lime is not a bad surface to be building into. There's a cavern floor again. It'll be interesting to see what's further down. So as you can see, the wagon there getting fully unloaded. Now, oh, that reminds me, animals. Now, I don't think we're going to get braided any immediate time soon, so... What I might do with the animals is put a pasture along here now and have a walkway in here. I'm going to have to tidy up this whole area and make it pasteurized. Pasteurized? That doesn't make sense. Make it into a pasture and basically stop anything getting in there. So let's go ahead and place a pasture. Don't show me this again. I'm gonna make a nice big pasture. Just being picky at that point. Now, in here, we're going to put all of the pasture animals. Now, I was actually doing a bit more research on the animals there since the beginning of the recording, and unfortunately, I should have brought pigs. I had no idea. Okay, we've got a yak and a horse, which pulled the cart. Right, so they're all going to get moved in there eventually. I'm going to stick in a quick mining job for this piece of wall here to save someone walking all the way around with the animals. That would be really annoying. Who's our animal person? It's one of you. Was it Thob? I'm gonna have to nickname these guys. Farmer. You are the animal dissector, so you're not the guy. You're the guy who deals with them after the fact. Oh, are you the guy? No, you're not the guy. Yes, you're the animal guy, so we're gonna have to either remember Thob or we're gonna have to rename Thob. I think as the whole thing gets bigger and can we nickname? Yes, Thob. Tamer. Or home and end don't work. Okay. Tamer. We'll keep him as Bob. We'll just call him the animal husband. Animal husbandry. So, yeah, now it just comes up as animal husbandry. That's fine. So now we go back to L is chop trees. Okay. Labor. Why? Okay, we're gonna have to add another work detail. Animal training, animal care, trapping, and, well, dissection's not really you. I should have probably made it you, but anyway. Okay. Only select to do this, and we have you doing this. Where's my custom detail sign? Oh, there's not enough space for it, maybe? If I get rid of that, there it is. Okay, right, fair enough. No, there's animal trainer, animal. Yeah, we've got you doing fishing. We don't need you doing fishing. Nobody does fishing at the moment. And, well, I think we're going to take you off of mining. We want you planting, herbal gathering, and looking after the animals. And hauling and all the rest of it. He's lost a pick. Oh, that's great. Oh, we found coal. Wow, that was actually quite quick. We found coal already. We're not far under the surface either. That's great. Okay, well, this now should keep them all going. Okay, we have got that done. In fact, I'm going to carve out just a bit more, and I also want to remove this whole area while we're at it. Now, that's going to bring a whole work detail into the place. It's fine. Okay, that's that, that's that, that's that. Now we're down to cavern fort. Now we've got claystone. Okay, claystone. 1 minute, I'm gonna go and look up claystone. I'm learning as we go. Okay, there's not actually a lot to it. Basically, it doesn't, you can't use it for ceramics. And, but you can use it for furniture. It doesn't contain an aquifer. Magnetite. I think that's one of the ores that you can actually make stuff of. Oh, we got a tiger eye cluster. That's not bad. Gypsum, I want to make sure I know where the gypsum is. Okay, that's around here. With the bituminous coal, gypsum can be used for plaster. So that's all good. Okay, we've got our little test hole thing going on. I think I'm going to start. Yep, ore of iron. And another ore of iron. Tiger eye cluster. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Kaolinite can be used for pottery. Chalk can be used to make steel bars, pig iron and quicklime and the other stuff. Right, okay, we've actually got some pretty productive layers down here. Okay, I've got at least another one episode ready to go, so I'm going to go and make that happen. I'm going to start using jump cuts from now on, so to try and keep the chaff within the video down. So I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, bye for now.